Matt Gargan. I need that type of intensity for Matt Gargan and Scorpion in live action, brother. Cause fam, they made Scorpion seem menacing. Like they made Scorpion seem like a G. Like, bruh, I was terrified. I was terrified watching Scorpion run through the whole 1/10. I was like, fam, I need this because
woke up this morning, feeling that shine. Whole team got the glow. You can see it in the stride. Got me feeling brand new. Feeling brand new. Feeling brand new. Feeling brand new. Got me feeling brand new. Feeling brand new. Feeling brand new. Feeling brand new. Yeah.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy JusRzd, and today we are dipping into another review of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, episodes 6, 7, and 8. Not gonna hold you. I don't know how many episodes season 1 is gonna have, but I'm kind of liking these 3 episode drops. Not gonna hold you. I know it's definitely gonna be finished before Daredevil comes out on March 4th, so I guess we got some time. But I don't know what the total episode count is gonna be. But brother, these these 3 episodes, very impactful to the story that they're attempting to tell. It doesn't feel like they're at the end. It kind of feels like we're in the middle of a lot of storylines going on. Man, this review is gonna be a little bit different, just like the last one was, where we kind of talk about different things that happened within the 3 episodes, instead of giving like a recap of the episodes, because it was 3 episodes. Like, you just gonna have to watch it. But I feel bad for Lonnie Lincoln. I know who Lonnie Lincoln is, comic book wise. He is Tombstone. He's received the moniker in the previous 3 episodes of Tombstone. I believe at the end of episode 5 they gave him the nickname, and we kind of just see him continue to choose the 1/10 over his family, his responsibilities, and his friends. And it's kind of sad. Granted, he did this for his family, for his little brother, but it's like he's taking it to heart at this point and kind of feels the unity in the community of the 1/10, based on them having his back during a lot of different altercations and situations, even though they were the reasons he was in those altercations and situations. So it's kind of perverted and a little twisted in the sense of not perverted as in nasty, but like perverted as in twisted, in the sense of the community and family that he feels in the 1/10, because it's just like, bro, yeah, they got you out of situations and they held you down in certain situations, but they was the reason you was in trouble in the first place, and they got you kicked off the team, and you've dropped classes. Like, what are you doing? You're throwing your life away at this point, and it's unfortunate to see. I didn't like that part of Lonnie Lincoln's story, but I understand that that's kind of the route he has to take to become comic book Tombstone. So I get it. I ain't like it, but I get it. We gotta talk about this off top too. Matt Gargan. I need that type of intensity for Matt Gargan and Scorpion in live action, brother. Cause fam, they made Scorpion seem menacing. Like they made Scorpion seem like a G. Like, bruh, I was terrified. I was terrified watching Scorpion run through the whole 1/10. I was like, fam, I need this, because like the 90s version of Scorpion, they kind of made him a joke. And different other iterations of Scorpion and kind of Rhino, they kind of made them into like jokes and like kind of one-note villains. And even though Matt Gargan in this particular series is kind of one-note as well, he about that action. he about that action. He is about that action, and he is not. He doesn't care who he has to run through to get what he wants done. And man, I need that in live action. I need Matt Gargan to be that menacing, that sadistic, that cutthroat. I need that. Because some villains are dope villains creatively with their look, but they don't have, their heart's not really rooted in villainy, or they're like a spoofy villain. So it's just like they're super goofy and they're just the villain of the week type of strength and stuff like that. It's just like, nah, Matt Gargan was taking names. And that joke, like, he was going crazy, and I appreciate it. We saw that he, of course, got his scorpion. I don't know if they're gonna call that a full scorpion suit, but he got his pretty much scorpion tech from Otto Octavius, and kind of overloaded it in his fight with the 1/10 because Spider-Man showed up, of course, and saw that Lonnie and Pearl were there, so tried to get them up out of there. Tried to stop Matt Gargan, ran out of web fluid. Matt Gargan, low-key, almost unalive Spider-Man. It was just like, yo, we doing this? Are we doing this? Like, this is, we going here with it? And kind of shook his confidence and kind of like brought Peter back down to reality. Like, nah, bro, it's some cats out here that's willing to take your head off. Like, you you Spider-Man and all, you got powers, but you don't know how to fight. And it's some people willing to go places you're not willing to go because you don't know how to fight and you're not willing to go there. And so it was just it was crazy to see him being brought down to reality. It was sad seeing Pearl and Lonnie break up. And even Peter and Lonnie kind of have a discourse, and Peter trying to warn him, like, bro, don't go there, don't go back to the gang. Like, you got so much opportunity out here. Like, and I love the parallels between him and Peter's story. But it's just like you can see like him trying to plead with him because of course, Peter is Spider-Man, so he was there and saw that Lonnie was a part of that and saw that that's where Lonnie had been gathering. And so it was just him trying to look out for Lonnie and support a friend. And it was just kind of sad that Lonnie just kind of took a stance and was just like, look, I see what you're doing, but I gotta do what I gotta do, bro. And it's just, it sucks, but that's life sometimes. Like, it sucks, but that's some people's reality sometimes, or that's what they feel like their reality is, and that's unfortunate. So Lonnie Lincoln's storyline in these 3 episodes really hurt my heart. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't like it, but I understood it. And I understood that he has to go down this route to become comic book Tombstone. So I get it. I don't like it, but then we had, of course, the storyline between Harry, Peter, and Nico. And kind of see Peter trying to make the best out of a awkward situation between Harry knowing his secret identity and now him and Harry being cool, him not wanting Nico to feel isolated or like he's trying to ditch her. So he wants her and Harry to kind of become friends so that they can all be friends together. And didn't really work out so well for your boy. So scheduling like a movie night so they can have like a movie marathon. It gets super awkward. Then he gets a call from Norman about a break-in at Oscorp, so he has to go there as Spider-Man to check it out. And he ends up leaving them at the house, and when he comes back, Harry accidentally spilt the beans about Peter being Spider-Man. Nico didn't believe him, but then once it's revealed, once she questions Peter about it, she sees the mask drop out the book bag, and her feelings got hurt, and she walks away. She felt betrayed that he kind of lied to her for this long about being Spider-Man. And that he felt like he couldn't trust her, but Harry knew the whole time, and he had just met Harry, so it was kind of a lot. But she was assuming a lot as well, because it's just like, bro, he didn't really tell Harry. Harry just kind of stumbled upon the fact, like, oh snap, you're Spider-Man. So it's not like he just confided in Harry. It kind of got revealed, and so it was just kind of sad to see her take that stance. But the good thing is, her and Harry kind of ended up forming a nice little new friendship between one another, because Harry wanted to make it right, and so he tried to chill with Nico. He taught her how to drive a little bit, then she raced and beat somebody in his car, and so that was fun. That part was fun, but just seeing them kind of coming together and putting away their differences. She's still pissed at Peter, but her and Harry at least are having a semblance of a friendship and relationship at this point. So I thought that was cool. I thought that was cute. Seeing Peter kind of being haunted by, of course, being dang near almost unalived by Matt Gargan, and pretty much Nico being pissed at him and him losing his friends. and then losing Lonnie, and it was just like he was. You could tell he's being tormented with all those different emotions, having nightmares, and tries to talk to Norman about it. And Norman's like, "Look, man, you keep holding back, and you're not willing to go places that these villains out here are willing to go. You're gonna lose. you gonna lose. With great power comes great respect." And I was just like, "Okay, I see what y'all doing there. I see what y'all doing there. I get it. I understand it now." But yeah, it was funny. I was just like, okay, this is how we gonna flip it. Okay. And then even Harry was just like, man, my dad's kind of right. Like, because Peter was frustrated. He was like, man, your dad might stop working with me. You think he's gonna bill me for all the stuff he did with the Spider-Man costume? And he was just like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. And he was just like, yo, he told me that he was with great power comes great respect, and I don't have respect right now because I'm not willing to go the distance. And Harry was just like, I mean, he's low-key kind of right. My dad's real powerful and he has respect a lot of people, but he was like, at the end of the day, you're Spider-Man. You're not Norman Osborn. And so I appreciated Harry holding his friend down. That I thought that was dope. We also see that Harry, at the end of the episode, we get the big reveal that Harry has redesigned or recolored his Spider-Man suit because he needed a new Spider-Man suit since Matt Gargan poked holes through the original all-white Spider-Man suit that he had, the Future Foundation joint. And so we see the reveal that he added the more red that they talked about for Captain America, and now he's about to have his traditional Spider-Man outfit. So I'm interested to see how it's going to look in the next few episodes. But yeah, man, it was kind of... It was sad. Like, these 3 episodes was kind of sad, but they were dope at the same time because it built the story. But just to see the emotional journey that each one of these characters are going through, as far as Nico, as far as Harry, as far as Lonnie, as far as Peter, even Pearl, trying to figure out what's going on with Lonnie, and he's kind of shutting her out and not opening up to her. We see him getting kicked off the football team and all that stuff. And she's like, bro, you could talk to me. And he's just like, I gotta do what I gotta do for my family. And he's just not giving her anything. And then when she happens to stumble upon him at the 110th gang hideout, because she went to his house and met his brother, and his brother texted her the address for the 110th gang hideout. And so she ends up pulling up, and unfortunately, when she gets there, Matt Gargan also pulls up and starts going ham on everybody. But of course, Spider-Man does his best to try to resolve the issue. He's able to distract Matt enough for everybody to escape, but he doesn't. He thought he beat him, but of course, Matt breaks out, and he ends up losing him because he lost the fight, low key. But anyway, it was just dope seeing the growth of each character and seeing the path that each character is taking and deciding to take. It was really interesting. It was really interesting. We see people in the internship are snooping around Oscorp, and I don't know if Shorty that was snooping around was working with Daredevil and was the one who let him in, but we also get a Daredevil sighting in this particular episode, voiced by, of course, Daredevil himself, Charlie Cox. I thought it was dope. Of course, Daredevil beats the crap out of Spider-Man and knocked him out. Because, of course, Daredevil's that guy. But also, Spider-Man don't know how to fight. And that was very evident. They made a point to make that a story through point in these 3 episodes. Spider-Man don't know how to fight. Like, he's still new to this. He's new to this. He doesn't have any training. He doesn't have any combat training. He's not willing to go the distance with, like, most villains of the week, or like crime people, or not crime people, but criminals that are doing like purse snatches or robbing a store or something like that. They're not like trained military type fighters, or just trained fighters in general. So it's just like, he can easily beat them up because he can overwhelm them with his abilities. But for people who are trained, like a Matt Gargan or a Daredevil, they pieced him up so bad, it wasn't even funny. It wasn't even, it was low-key kind of sad. Like the way he was getting boxed up, it was kind of sad. But I thought these 3 episodes were pretty dope as far as story, as far as the way it progressed, as unfortunate as it may be for multiple different characters in this particular series. I'm interested to see what Amadeus Cho gonna do, if he's just gonna be a background character, or if they're gonna allude to anything more. We see that Norman, we get more backstory with Norman and Otto Octavius, revealing that he knows that Otto Octavius is the one supplying all the tech to the criminals, and also revealing that they used to work together, and he wanted to do more gamma tech testing, and Norman was like, nah, we can't do that. It's unethical. And Otto was like, you're not willing to go the distance, and he ends up quitting and going his own path. And so it's just interesting to see. We also see Otto get hemmed up. We see the SWAT team and the FBI pull up on his location, and because Norman, of course, ratted him out. And he pretty much packs them up very quickly. And it wasn't until Ironman showed up that he actually surrendered. And was just like, well, I guess I'm going to jail. So he ends up getting pretty much arrested, and by Iron Man and by Thunderbolt Ross. We also get to see Thunderbolt Ross, who is designed after William Hurt, is what it looks like. Rest in peace, William Hurt. But it was dope to see just a little bit of the sneakiness of Norman Osborn. Like, we see him, he's at this donor, not donor, but this charity event, this charity event dinner, and we see that this fundraising dinner or whatever, and we see him talking to William Hurt, Thunderbolt Ross, well, not William Hurt, but Thunderbolt Ross, and we see them chopping it up about the Sokovia Accords, and then he even reveals that we, us at Oscorp, have been introducing like a secret agent, and reveals to him that they've been doing work with Spider-Man. But instead of revealing who Spider-Man's true identity is, he has like one of his security team as listed as under Spider-Man's true identity. And so Thunderbolt Ross was like, yeah, as long as you can sign off on the papers, on the accords for him, we won't touch him. We won't get involved with y'all dealings. And so you see them kind of going back and forth, and that's where Norman finds out that somebody broke into his lab, and it turns out to be Daredevil. So it was just, it was interesting. I don't know what games Norman playing. I don't know what he's trying to do just yet, but I feel like by the end of the first season, we're going to see some treachery in the mist, more than what we've already had in these 3 episodes. And it was just interesting. We even got a Green Goblin glider sighting. We didn't get the whole Green Goblin fit, but we see the glider come and actually rescue Spider-Man from out of Matt Gargan's clutches at the 110th Gang hideout. So yeah, I was surprised that even showed up. At first I thought he was gonna pull up on the glider. Once they revealed the glider, I was like, I know he's not fully Green Goblin just yet already. That's a lot. So I'm interested to see how that's going to develop, because that's going to be interesting too. And it's going to be interesting how that's going to do with Peter and Norman, and then Norman and Harry, and then Harry and Peter. Like, it's a lot. That's a lot going on for them relationships. So I'm interested to see how, like I said from the beginning, I'm very interested to see how the story is going to develop. Thoroughly enjoyed these 3 episodes. I've been enjoying the series so far. Animation's still wonky, but the stories that they're telling, I appreciate. So definitely tap down with your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and let me know in the comments below how y'all are rocking with it. If you enjoyed these three episodes, if you enjoyed all the episodes so far up until this point. I've thoroughly enjoyed the stories that they're telling so far. Interested to see, like I said, how they develop for these 3 episodes. I'll probably give it an 8.5. I'm not gonna hold you. Great storytelling in these 3 episodes. So I'll definitely give it like an 8.5. Animation just still wonky to me, but 8.5 for those 3 episodes, for episodes 6, 7, and 8. But don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so that way you can be notified anytime we drop a new video on the channel, which is every day. Stay locked in, stay tuned in, stay tapped into your boy, to this channel, and never forget, we're building community, but it's free soul to the show free. Let's get it.